I Top Billin, your boy Jersey Murph, proud to be teaming once again this season with the great folks over at DraftKings. They made it so fun last year, and I had to double back around because, man, they told me that new customers can place a $5 bet and get $200 in bonus bets. You heard that, right? $5 will get you $200. Where I'm from, that's all that needs to be said. I'm headed there right now. I don't even know where I'm going. I just be headed there, right? But you'll be headed over to that DraftKings Sportsbook, downloading that app and entering the promo code TOPBILLIN to get your $200 in bonus bets as a new customer. And if you don't have online wagering in your state, it's all good. DraftKings Daily Fantasy is where it's at. And if you do, you better make sure you get in on some of them parlays. Them joints is fun. That's where you enter multiple bets within the same sporting event to level up for even more prizes. Come on, man. $5 will get you $200. Top Billing promo code for new users. And we out of here, baby. Make sure you headed there right now. Let's go.
What more can I say?
Top Billing. All right, Top Billin, a lot of entertaining stuff going on in the Seattle Seahawks, Dallas Cowboys first game. I'm only going to get through most of the first quarter here, all right? There was an Eat at Geno sighting in a preseason game. Come on, man, that's hard in itself right there. I didn't expect to see that man at all during the preseason. But this right here, man, this is something. Think about this right here. Look at this, right? Fabricated pressure, at least a fabricated pressure look. You have your nose tackle, right? Move Jerry Reed to nose tackle, but he's so versatile that he's able to be put at a 5 technique here. All right, you have Uchenna Nwosu, he's coming, pause. You have, of course, your boy right here, Jerry Reed. You get mugged up in the A-gap right here, Devin Bush and O'Connell here. Devin Bush kind of bluffs like he's going, but he robs, right? He's just kind of robs the shallow zone, right? Hook curl. Same deal right here with O'Connell. This looks like Draymond Jones at a 4-eye right here. Then, of course, Boye Mafe. Look how low Boye Mafe is, man. He continues to stand out, looking like the best player on defense through the first couple of games. Obviously, without the frontline players playing, he looks like a standout. That's how you're supposed to look against guys who aren't your elite competition. Listen, I know Dallas Cowboys fans, they've already done it before, right, on my Eagles coverage. Dallas Cowboys fans come in and be like, oh, those are none of our guys that we play with and all that. I understand that. It's preseason. You got to take it for what it's worth, right? So this is not all Seattle's people either, too, so you have to keep that in mind there. But look at Jerry Reed right here. Look at the outside approach, arm under splacker, tie out. Fertilize your boy Cooper Rush right there. And look, he had my man in FEMA mode, too. Taking his outside approach. This is all him. Outside approach widens it. I don't know what my man thought he was going. He's going to shoot a jam right there like he's a cornerback, right? Take that inside arm to the outside shoulder pad. No, not that. Look at that. Burp the baby on him. Hit him in the back right there, right? He was done just from that. Now look at him. He's smooth criminal leaning. So much space, right? So much. Look at that. How you social distancing inside the pocket? Jerry Reed created all that space and then arm under them. My man's in FEMA mode. He's done. Absolutely done. Look at that. Jerry Reed reappearing, coming in, doing his thing like the old Jerry Reed right there. That's hard. All right, look at this joint right here. I love when they move Geno, right? Shane Waldron on his joint, right? Shane Waldron in his bag, bringing a lot of the West Coast concepts back from yesteryear, right? This reminds me of the Joe Montana days right here. You get that half-moon sprint out here from Geno Smith. You get kind of a curl-flat combination going on right here. I won't believe this is your boy Bobo sticking it. And then you have your Jaxson, Smith-Njigba. Njigba here, he's working right here on this out route. Now, Geno Smith super accurate with these type of throws right here, especially when he turns his shoulders. Look at that. Jaka. Come on, man. One more getting this way right here, right? You get that backside pressure because you leave that guy on block. So Geno knows he has to make a very quick decision right here. You get that chop, right? The choppity chop right here by DJ Dallas fertilizes a man. Bang. Big men ain't supposed to be landing on their head like that. He was done. He was Lucky Charms and Fruit Loops and shit all in his eyes. But look, Geno able to turn. And matter of fact, We can see that a little bit clearer right here. Geno Smith on a sprint out. Bang. You get the fertilization there, and look at him turn, contort his body, twist those hips, square those shoulders, and deliver it extremely accurate. Right there before Dexter Fowler can get there. On this joint right here, I was like, what? Your man Jake Bobo right here with the sluggo, right? Cornerback bites on that extra hard. I want you to see Charbonnet right here. Zach Charbonnet step up to the plate and pick up this blitz. Really good work here by everybody involved. Running out of a spread, also in the end zone at depth. Geno Smith is in the end zone at depth, so that takes some cojones. But look at that. Oh, my God. And Jaxson right before the safety could get there, right? Bang! I think your boy Bobo, he might have been a little mummified right there, right? Definitely was mummified right there. But look at this right here. We're going slow motion, right? Charbonnet, inside out, blitz pickup right here. You can see him meeting in. I believe a player coming from the third level right here. Bang! Exactly what you need from your young running back to be able to put him in situations, right, on natural passing downs. Matter of fact, let's move that on right here. Look at this. Coming up out of this, right? I believe on this one right here, you get a pivot route as well by Jaxson Smith-Njigba, and then you get that sluggo right there. So 2 dope-ass routes being ran here by 2 young guys. Look at that. Whip right there. So both of these have the same aiming point. So if you're a cornerback and you have eyes on the quarterback, you can see, you're like, all right, so this is a quick set, right? You got the pivot route going right here. That's going to influence that as well. And then my man Extra sells this right. It was kind of slow though, right? He sold that bad boy. It wasn't the fastest of Jones I've ever seen right there. But look, my man, it was the worst right here. Look at my man right here. He's like, I got him, coach. I got him, coach. Oh, uh-oh, coach. I don't got him. Come on. What are we doing right here? And bang. Bobo out for the camera. Listen, Karen, I'm just playing, right? Nothing was wrong with him. He got up and he was fine. But you got to tell the Karens that. All right, what's the expression? It's like deja vu all over again. This reminds me of that preseason game last year, right? When they were battling with Drew Lock and Geno Smith. And a lot of you people were down on Geno Smith. And I made the content item where I was like, how is this Geno's fault? Remember that one? I know, you know what I'm saying, some of the old head cats here at the channel remember that one. When he was placing the ball on the money, but the receivers were dropping him. The tight ends and receivers were dropping him. This one right here, the Derek Young, man, you can tell how dialed in Geno Smith is right here. Look at this throw in this virgin tight window. Look at that. Manipulates the second level player and Jaxson right on the money. Look at the product placement. Come on. And when I first saw this, I was like, maybe the cornerback made a good play, but if you can see right here, this hits Derek Young right in his hands. That should be a catch, right? Not everything, it's not high school or college where you have a huge operating window, right? These little virgin tight windows is what NFL is about, and you squeeze these type of catches. That's what makes a lot of these great wide receivers here. And I hear a lot about this Derek Young cat from a lot of people here, and I don't know what to tell you. The Jake Bobo cat looks better than Derek Young to me. Jake Bobo looks like a keeper. Not to say Derek Young doesn't have any talent or anything like that, but he's got to squeeze plays like this, man. And he has some other plays before. I don't know what to tell you, man. All right, this was hard right here. Speaking of Drew Lock, the prettiest throw of the night, at least that I saw thus far in the first half, right? You get these double overs here. You got Smith-Njigba, right? Jaxson Smith-Njigba here from right to left. Drew Lock after the back to the basket play action fake. Look, back to the basket play action fake, deep set. Look at the room here, right? Got that half moon theory going on right here, so you have good protection. And look at the throw. Layers that boy and Jaxson. One more time this way right here. Catch him in man coverage. Now, I forgot to mention, I buried the lead right here. All right, you hit these reduced splits here. Got Thompson and Smith-Njigba here on a reduced split submarine route going on. I think ends up just being, Fant here for some extra pass protection. So you have max protect going on, 2-man route combination, Drew Lock on the deep set right here. And I like the way it's thrown and ran. He ends up, instead of continuing on that plane right here for that over route, it's almost like he starts to drift upfield a little bit more so he can stack the receiver. Great job here. These guys are on the same page. You see that? How he ends up stacking them, right? There's no way the cornerback can get to this if this is a great pass, and it is that. Over the shoulder, Ken Griffey style. Nasty, absolutely nasty. Great work by Drew Lock and Smith-Njigba. All right, so I got to get up out of here. All right, I try to keep these videos a little bit shorter here, maybe make multiple of them because I understand this particular fan base right here. Short attention span. People barely watch the content. They just love the comment section. So, right, we keep the business in the comment section. But make sure you tip in your waiter, man, because on like this broadcast footage, I don't think you guys understand. You play 3 or 4 seconds of a broadcast footage, and these guys content ID claim this John, and you make $0. Right? So that's why stuff is pause, rewound, music put on it. You try to get it to where it's just so different that they can't put the content ID claim on it, and it doesn't matter, they still do it. But I wanted to talk about Michael Jackson here. Maybe I should like do a podcast or something like that, because I kind of told you guys before, Michael Jackson is average. You cannot convince me otherwise, right? He never did anything that stood out to me. He may have made some plays here, but he's pretty much feast or famine. He was community pussy in this particular game right here. Straight up, everybody got a turn on him, right? He was the you call her up and she's ready type John, right? You see right here, what happened on this right here? Look at this. Cooper Kupp right here. You can see it was pretty much a free release. Does he even turn at all? Look, I think at the last second he turned right here. Gave up an easy completion to Cooper Rush to some Tolbert or somebody like that. Let's see how he did this right here, right? Free release there. No hands-on man or anything like that, right? So a free release, he's just trying to run with the guy, and Michael Jackson's not fast anyway, so he has to start panicking and pulling and tugging and all this and that, and he's pretty much done if it's a good throw right here, because he's not going to be able to catch up, and he's not locating. The Tolbert cat here has been locating for about 10 yards now. His head still isn't around. Now his head finally gets around at the moment of truth, and you're probably not going to be able to find the ball in that moment there. And he slowed down and got the ball right there. And it was way more than this right there, man. So this is what I was saying before. And I use my Eagles as an example, which I'm going to stop doing. I'm tired of this Eagles shit already. I shouldn't have never mentioned the Eagles before, but I said this: if you draft a cat like Witherspoon, number 5, and you play him on the slot, I don't give a damn how you try to justify it and you say that Cooper Kupp is in the slot or maybe some Amon-Ra St. Brown and all this and that. Your superstar receivers, for the most part, are going to be outside. And they run the type of routes that destroys defenses, right? Only so much you can do on the inside. You can gather a lot. You can collect a ton of catches and stuff like that. But the explosive players, the explosive plays are usually on the outside. If you believe in Witherspoon that much, you're going to run with a Michael Jackson? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? You better off running with the other Michael Jackson, in my opinion. Well, listen, Michael Jackson, I think, is average. Witherspoon is that good. That should be your guy on the outside there. So I don't know if you're getting your best players on the field like that. Obviously, Tariq Woolen is the best of them all. He'll be on one side there. And I honestly think they should move Tariq Woolen to the other side. Most quarterbacks are right-handed. That's usually your primary side. They should move him to Michael Jackson's side and then probably run with the Trey Brown cat on the side that he's playing right now, if they were going to do something like that. But in my opinion, why not Witherspoon? Maybe try Trey Brown in the slot. If Witherspoon is that bad to be the 5th pick, right? How many corners been picked that high? The other cats that have like a Surtain and a Sauce Gardner, you see them, they're already all pro on the outside, shutting down high-level receivers like a Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson when he plays out there. But these guys, T. Higgins and A.J. Brown, that's what I use. I said if you play against the Philadelphia Eagles, our slot receiver is Quez Watkins, right? Or Olamide Zaccheaus. These aren't household names. They're pretty decent players there. But A.J. Brown's perhaps the best wide receiver in the business. You would take your 5th pick and not play him against that guy, right? Only if he sees A.J. Brown in the slot a few times. You take that guy and travel him with A.J. Brown, if anything. That would be my thoughts on that, man. You can't convince me that Michael Jackson is anything but what I thought he was. He was that when I covered him for canesport.com at Rivals, when I worked for Rivals, their Miami site in college. I thought he was average then. He was feast and famine. He would make some good plays, but then he would give up a ton of plays as well. So that's just my thoughts on that. I'll come back with some more because some guys are really getting down on defense, on the defensive side of the ball. And I want to highlight that too. All right, it's your boy Jersey Murph. Like I said before, man, you know I'll be serving that hibachi like nobody else. Got all these cats out here trying to mimic the style and all this and that. And you know how it is, baby. You can't mimic the style, baby. There's only one Jersey Murph. So Jersey Murph, a.k.a. the Underground King, a.k.a. Mid-Atlantic Murph. Make sure you're tipping your waiter because I'll be serving that hibachi, and I will be back with more. So salute to all the real ones out there in Seattle Seahawks land. All right.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.